Hey you guys, what is up? It is me, your boy, Codie, coming back at you again with another video. That was so disgusting. Just a little disclaimer in the beginning. I am so sorry if you can hear my fan right now. It's hot in my room, like super hot, and I cannot deal with it right now. So I have to have my fan on. It's pointing right at me, and I'm sorry, I'm hot. I'm sweating right now. Perspiring, and I cannot do that, so I have to definitely have a fan on me right now. So I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. Today we are doing a brand new series to my channel. This is going to be the princess series. Well, not princess series, but Disney series. So on my TikTok, if I can put the video right here and figure out how to edit, I'll put the video right here. I've been doing these videos on TikTok where I basically use a Disney character as a reference, and they inspire my whole entire makeup look. I'm at like part 4 with there, and they're going so well on my channel that I thought I would introduce it into my YouTube channel. So this is the Disney character inspired my makeup look. I haven't seen this as like a trend on here, and I haven't seen really, I really checked on here to see, I checked in here to see if there was like anybody who has done it before. There have definitely been a couple people who have done like transformation videos into like a Disney character, but I've never seen anybody like this person inspired my makeup. So I'm going to do that today. Let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, because I can definitely make more of these videos. Also, I just want to let everybody know, please be safe in your homes. Please do not go outside with the COVID-19 going on right now. My state is personally on lockdown, which means I'm not allowed to leave. I live in Michigan. It just went on lockdown today. It's so bizarre that a virus has gone so viral, and I don't know, it's just so scary to think about this virus. So please, everybody, please stay safe. I am sending love from my home and praying for your families and praying for everybody. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. So today's character, I picked myself. Usually I ask everybody, what character would you guys like to see? Today's character is going to be inspired by Mulan. Mulan is one of my favorite Disney princesses. Tiana and Mulan are basically like my 2 favorite princesses. I love Mulan. If you guys don't know the movie Mulan, it's about a young girl who her father gets picked for a draft, basically, to go into war and fight for his country because the Huns have invaded China. And Mulan sees that her father is older, and she decides to cut her hair and become a male and act like a male, help defend her country and pursue this dream of helping her country. And I think that is so inspiring. I love that. I love how empowering Disney movies are. I love how empowering Disney movies are, especially for the young woman in our country and the young women of today. They are being shown that they can do whatever they want to, and they are going to be treated as equals, and I love that. So I'm going to jump into today's video with, I don't know, I have not thought about how I'm going to do her makeup. Mulan is very red, her hair is black. I don't know, she uses a bunch of different colors. I am going to go look at a couple pictures, get some inspiration. I'm going to go look at pictures of Mulan, get some inspiration, and I will be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm going to first start off with my skincare routine. It's not really a skincare routine per se. It's more of just me moisturizing and basically just taking care of my skin. You guys don't have to follow this step if you guys don't want to. I don't know if this video is going to be more of a tutorial or if it's going to be like inspiring my makeup look. You guys can take it however you guys want to. But right now I'm just using my Dermasil. You can literally get this from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to use this all over my face. It's for dry skin, and it like really helps like moisturize your skin and lock in the moisture. It's so good. And like I said, I paid $1 for this, and it's really helping my dry patches down here. If you guys remember in my last video, I was talking about how I have really bad dry patches, and that's because I have such bad dry skin during the winter. So I have to take care of my skin really well and basically moisturize a bunch. And this has replaced my IT Cosmetics Confidence in Cream. This has been so much better because it really moisturizes my skin and gets in, and like this oil that I use for my skin does that too. This is the repair oil. It's tea tree infused from Timai. It's really good. I love this. I literally just take a little bit of it and Lastly, I just go in with my Evian facial spray and I just spray this all over my face to help restore my pH balance. Aesthetics things. Okay guys, so I hope you guys aren't too mad at me. I went off camera really quickly and primed my eyes, did my eyebrows. They're looking a little thick today, but that's okay. They look really good still. I'm just kind of upset because they're a little uneven and I'm just not gonna worry about it. I checked out like what Mulan was, like not who she was or anything, but like what kind of clothes she wore, kind of the inspiration for her. I'm gonna use the colors red, like, cause I think reds are just really good. And I was reading something that said like red is a symbol of honor or something, and that's what her thing was, is that she wanted to honor her family. Basically, the whole entire premises of the movie is that she was trying to honor her father and her family. So I think I'm gonna stick with the colors red. And also she used green. She has like green on her uniform that she wore, like her uniform that she wore during the war. She also used black, so I'm gonna try and stick with some of those colors. I'm probably gonna do like a big red smoky eye. I'm not too sure yet. I grabbed a couple palettes. I grabbed like my Jaclyn Hill palette. I grabbed my Morphe palettes. I grabbed my James Charles palette. I grabbed a bunch of palettes to kind of work with. I have a bunch of colors. I have a bunch of reds to work with. I have burgundies, all that jazz. So I'm going to try and figure something out. I'm gonna go do one eye off camera really quickly, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back, and this is the look that I came up with. It's very, I don't know what I would call this eye shape, but I'm living for it. Like, this eye shape is so pretty. I don't know. I was going for like something kind of like a half cut crease, but like the end is more out, and I don't know. I really like this eye look. I think it looks really pretty. It kind of like really suits my eye shape, because usually you can't ever see any of this. So like when I look down, it's, I don't know, it's just really pretty. I like it. I think it's gorgeous. You get the little peak of like the shimmer on the end. I don't know. I really enjoy this look. It's really pretty. I literally used 2 palettes, so let's jump into it. So first, I'm going to go in with my tried and true, my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to take some of this shade right here, which I believe is called Jax. I'm just going to take this on a Morphe M514 brush. This is literally my favorite brush. I have like 10 of them. I literally can't do anything without these brushes. They're my favorite blending brush in the whole entire world. They really suit my eyes. So I'm just going to load that up on the brush, and I'm going to start patting. I'm not going to swirl or drag like this. I'm going to start patting in, and then when I see the color get a little bit better, I'm going to buff it in. Okay guys, so I'm so sorry if this is moving at all, or if you guys can see the little light fixture over there kind of like flitching. It's because I am currently, like, I have the fan pointed at me. If you guys can hear it in the microphone, that you probably just heard like a big something, but oh my god, I just realized my microphone wasn't even plugged in that whole time. So I'm so sorry if the audio is a little bit weird. I'm also sorry if you guys can hear the fan. I had to point it at me. It's so hot in my room, like so hot. It's ridiculously hot in my room right now. What I did was I placed that color in my crease. I like to place colors all in my crease because they work a lot better for me. I don't know, it's just my way of doing, I don't know, my makeup, I guess. It's just something I enjoy. So now I'm going to take my Morphe 25L palette. This is the Pride palette that they came out with this year. It's probably one of my favorite palettes to use for color. This and the Remember Me palette from Amoros Cosmetics, which I will have all of these products linked down in the description box below. I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called Life, and I'm going to use that to buff out the harsh line, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Pride, and then I'm going to make it blend and make it look like that right there. It's hard to explain, but it's really cute. So also, again, I'm just taking that Morphe M514 brush, same products with the dark brown or the dark red on it. Just taking that and tapping just a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna tap off some of the excess, and I'm going to start buffing out that harsh line by placing the product down in small circular motions. And I picked up this trick from one of my favorite YouTubers, Nikki Tutorials. She has probably one of the best tricks to get colorful makeup, or like even just your makeup to look like perfect, these are some of her tricks that she uses, and I have just picked up on them. I also use these myself, so, but you can always keep learning from other people. I feel like learning is probably the best thing in the world, because you can pick up so many tricks from so many different people that they will teach you. Like, and if anybody ever comes for you and says something like, oh, well, you could do this and make it look better, like, they're not saying that to hurt your feelings. They're just saying that to give you some constructive criticism so that your makeup turns out better. But like, if you like the way that your makeup looks, then that's on you. But just don't get upset when people try to critique you and help you become a better makeup artist, because I still think I'm a shitty makeup artist, and I take critiques very well, because I understand what people are saying, you know, like sometimes my brows are too harsh, sometimes like my highlight is too much, you know, so I just take what people say with a as like an open gesture, and I don't get too offended by it. Okay, so now that color is placed down, that's kind of how I want it to look. I'm going to take the shade Pride, which is that orange shade. I'm going to get a lot of that on the brush. I'm going to just tap off a tiny bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yes, this palette is very powdery, but it's very, very good. I'm going to take this and kind of go over that shade that I just had, and I'm going to buff it out. And this just makes that red shade kind of like more orangier, better transition color. I promise this is looking really weird right now, but it's going to look a lot better. Okay, so you see how there's this big separation? You can see like the harsh edge of this red. To save that, we're going to take more of that life shade, and we're going to diffuse the edges and place that color back into the eyeshadow. I'm sorry if my mirror takes up some space. I love Jeffree Star mirrors. I think they're beautiful, and you guys get to see the eye that I'm working on, because if I was working on the other side, you wouldn't be able to see anything. So now, just to pull this look a little bit better together, I'm going to take a M518 brush from Morphe. I'm going to go into the white shade. It's called Milk, and I'm just going to go over the harsh edges and make it kind of more seamless. Sort of like this. Now, I don't know how this is looking on camera, but in person this is looking really, really good. I don't know how I literally have no idea how it's translating on camera. I hope it's translating the way that I see it. Okay, so I just went and put some Tarte Shape Tape on the back of my hand. I'm going to take a very flat angled brush. Like, this is so flat, it's insane. And if you want like a flat brush, you can have like product on your brush, take your fingers and pull it forward so that it stays like this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's super flat. I'm going to take a bunch of that product, and I'm going to load the brush up kind of like this, and I'm going to use stamping and swiping motions. So it's kind of like when you're trying to get a sharp line for your liner. When you get to the end, you're going to just pull out. Does that make sense? I hope so. So I'm going to start. I'm not going to talk during this part because this is very, very, very complicated. I hate having to do this because it is, I feel like every time I put concealer down, it ruins my makeup because I don't have a steady hand. I shake a lot because I have really bad anxiety. So let's hope that this turns out really well. Okay, so this is kind of the shape that I want. I'm sorry if I got super close to my eye. Oof. This takes a lot of work. So this is the shape that I want it to look like. I don't know, I'm liking the shape for this kind of look. It looks very like traditional, I guess, in a way. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back with my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna take this green shade right here. I believe this is called Diva. I'm gonna take this color, and this is gonna go on like the first like quarter of the outside of my eye, so probably from like this area and back, maybe a little bit forward. I this is kind of like a trial and error thing with me. So to do that, I'm just going to take this brush. I got this from the Dollar. Actually, my sister got this for me from the Dollar Tree, and I love this brush to like pack on shades. So I'm just going to take some of that shade. I'm going to put it on both sides of the brush, and I'm going to start packing, like patting, not swiping, but patting. I use this shade because her outfit that she wears for the war is very green. It's kind of like a moss poop green, and that's kind of what this color is. Now that that's kind of where I wanted it at, I'm going to go back in with my 25L palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This shade is called Activism. I'm going to take that, and that's going to go on the first like the rest of that white area. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go in with it dry, and then I'm going to go in with a wet brush. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to spray it with some of my setting spray, and I'm going to intensify the glow on it, where you see like right here it's kind of more like glowy-ish. That's what I did. So I'm just going to again tap this in. Tapping it instead of swiping it really intensifies the shimmer inside of it and makes it look prettier as to opposed to swiping. Now when I get to this little crease right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take that shade a little bit more. I'm going to tap it on the edges, and then I'm going to start swiping forward, but very gently. And then when I like how this is looking, I'm going to go back in with that shade Deep from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to, again, marry the colors back together. You thought we were done, didn't you? So next I am going to take this Morphe 25L palette once more, and I'm going to take the black in here, which is called NYC. It's more of like a warm toned black. I'm taking just a very, very, very small amount and tapping off most of the excess because I'm going to put that right in here to deepen the outer corner. I'm very aggressive when I tap my shadows off. Like, I try to like lightly tap off my excess, but when I do blacks, I like am aggressive with it because I want my shades to come out how I want them, if that makes sense, you know? So I don't want there to be like too much black, because there is such thing as too much black, you know, like too much black eyeshadow is, oof, it can be a mess. What I did was I took my brush that I used for the red eyeshadow, and I just went over it to make the red and black kind of prettier in a way, I guess, make them nicer, cooperate more, marry them. If I keep saying marry, you guys can reach to the phone and punch me in the face. And that is basically the look right there. That is how I do the eye. So the face, I feel for a more Chinese-esque kind of warrior face, I'm going to do like my face how I naturally would. God, I am sweating. I feel like they are very rosy in the face, very like, I don't know. But we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. The lower lash line is going to be, I have no idea. I don't know if I'm going to correlate it with the red or if I'm going to do something really different. But I'm really loving how this is turning out so far. I think lashes are going to make it look even better. So I want to prime my face off camera really quickly, and I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Vanilla. I like to apply this on the back of my hand and warm the product up a little bit, and I take it on a brush and then dot it on my face. And when I prime it, guys, I use the e.l.f. Putty Poreless primer. So I'm just going to dot this and like put this all over my face where I want. I feel like this gives me more full coverage than going straight in with like the beauty blender, my brush, or whatever. I don't like to go straight in on the nose, but I like to put some right here on the lip. I think I'm going to watch Beauty and the Beast after this, or I'm going to watch some Mulan. I'm not too sure yet. I might just have a Disney day and just watch Disney movies all day. So now that I have that on, I'm going to take whatever is left on the back of my hand, and I am going to just go straight into my skin and pounce this in. I feel like this is really good for my skin because I have really, really dry skin, and I don't want to accentuate my dry patches any, and my dry patches are down here. So I feel like, and this gives you a lot of playtime. Like, it doesn't dry down. It stays, I hate this word, but it stays like wet. Well, not that word. I hate the word moist. It stays like moist and wet basically, and it keeps your face hydrated, and it doesn't really dry out your face, which I enjoy. I enjoy my face not being dry. During the summer, I like having a matte foundation because I'm oily during the summer. But during the winter, I am very, very, very dry. So I have to have like a very hydrating foundation. Now y'all can go on with whatever foundation you guys like. I talk about not wanting anything dry on my face, but this is literally the only concealer that I will ever use. I love this concealer so much. I don't know why this is the only concealer that I use, but it is. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair, and I just go with like 3 little lines. I feel like this is turning more into a tutorial than a inspired look, but hey, it's okay. Also, I'm sorry if I'm off-centered. Soon, I promise this will all look a lot better. But for now, I'm just filming right in my little area that literally my bed is right in front of me. Like, I don't even have a place to put a desk out or anything. My bed is like straight up right in front of me, so. And I'm gonna leave the under eyes for last. I like for a concealer to dry down a little bit underneath my eyes, because I feel like it builds the coverage up more. So now that's all blended out, I'm gonna go set my face with foundation. I'm so dumb. This is the Anastacio loose setting powder. It's so good. I love this powder. This powder and the Maybelline Fit Me mixed together is like, oh, I love it. Now you guys are gonna hate this. I literally set my eyebrows. So I sweat so much that my eyebrows literally have to be set. People hate when I do this step, but it's whatever. So like I was saying, like that powder mixture together is like the best thing ever in the world. My skin literally looks so good right now. I've been using that combination for the past couple of days, and my skin has never looked better. Like, I still have my dry patches down here, but like, it looks so good. So I'm going to take this. This is the Jaclyn Hill 2 brush from Morphe and her collab. I own a lot of Morphe, okay? This is not sponsored, I swear. I just have a lot of Morphe. This is the Park Ave Princess Tarte Bronzer. This is probably like one of my favorite bronzers right now. So I'm just going to take this brush and I'm going to pack it on. I'm just going to carve out my cheeks, sis. So I always feel like whenever you see somebody who is Chinese, they always have very rosy cheeks, and Mulan had very rosy cheeks, and I love that. I'm going to take my Dandelion Blush from Benefit. This is a very beautiful, beautiful like pinky bubblegum kind of color. I don't know, it's just really pinky and peachy, I guess. And I'm going to load that up with my brush and just tap off a tiny bit, and I'm going to go ham. And I'm using a Morphe Jaclyn Hill number 4 brush with this. And I'm just going to place all of that. And I'm going to smile, definitely on the apples of my cheeks. I feel like her face is very, very rosy, and I love that. I'm going to, my nose, blush it up. I'm going to add more blush up here, a little bit higher. Match the other side. A little bit up here. And a tiny bit on my chin. I feel like my face looks so rosy now. So, another Morphe product. I'm going to go with the Morphe Continuous Mist Spray. This is from when they launched the 29 or the 39L palette. I'm just going to use this and set my face really quickly, and then I'm going to highlight with the Revolution highlighting palette. It's such a fine mist. To add to the rosiness, I'm going to go in with the pink highlighter of this one. So it's this one right here. I'm going to go in with this highlight. And I'm going to... Wow. Wow. Just wow. I mean, come on. It's just... Oh, so pretty. I'm going to do my lower lash line. Now this part, I've been thinking about, and I think I'm just going to correlate the eye look. I'm just going to take a small packing brush. I'm going to literally take the smallest amount of black and smoke that out underneath my lash line. And then I'm going to take that same shade of the red, like the burgundy. This is the shade Jax. I'm just going to take this and pat that on top of the black. I need a smaller brush for this. I'm just going to take my shading brush. This is the M514 brush. And I'm literally going to just run this across the black. And then to marry the colors all together, look, there we go. I said marry again. I'm just going to take that white shade from the 25L palette that's called Milk. I'm going to take that and I'm going to run it on the harsh line. Say it with me, I'm gonna marry the colors. Now I'm going to go finish the other lash line and pop on some mascara and lashes really quickly, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my favorite lip combo that I have currently. It involves the KKW lip liner in the shade Copper, and then the Anastacio Milkshake Liquid Lip, and then I use a clear gloss on top of it, so... Hey guys, and this is today's final look inspired by Mulan. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more of these. These are just what I enjoy. I love these kind of videos. I love doing makeup looks inspired by, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I hope you guys enjoy these too. Please let me know who you guys want to see next in the comments below. Also, don't forget to go follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all that stuff. Everything will be linked down in the description box below that I did mention today. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for gathering here and watching my video today. I love you guys. I could not do this without you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.